everybody. I have returned. I think I had a really long stream hiatus. We still had a bit of a stream hiatus, even if you're not me. I burnt my hand last Tuesday because I'm stupid and I like to pick things up that have been very recently in the oven. But I have returned. My hand is no longer burnt, so I can actually do commentary. Defeat the evil Modern. The Modern is a menace. Can we talk about the spread, the plague of Modern taking over the Street Fighter 6 scene? It has to be stopped. I'm not sure that Bison, Classic or Modern, is any better, but you know, sometimes you gotta resort to drastic measures, you know, to stop the Modern epidemic. All right, let's see what's actually happening though. All right. I mean, it's just you don't. When one person is like really is one touch from death and they're burned out in the corner, you don't really need to tell me, or you don't really need me to tell you what's going on. You have eyes. You can look at the screen and see what's going down. Early neutral win here from Marnie, able to capitalize there too. Makes sense that, you know, she's doing a good job of leveraging Ed's very good Modern tools, but that drive gauge though is the thing. You must consider that if you run out of money, you die, and drive gauge in this game is your money. If you run out of drive gauge, it's a very bad time. We're able to get on the offense though, which, you know, mission critical when you're burnt out, especially against a character that's as scary on offense as Bison is. And we're... I didn't jab that, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I blocked it even. I definitely did not simply anti-air. But, no, this is a Marnie's built in. She's unafraid. Simply not afraid. Let me pull up, while this is going on, let me really quickly pull up the bracket and see what's going on overall, shall we? No, I'm not here to register. It's already running. Okay. You'd think you would just skip, you know, when they're on the last health, you think if you're Ed, you would just skip to the punch to actually get a finish off. Like, you know. You must know. Anything else, you're just playing with your food at that point. Not Marnie, to be clear. Ed. Ed, the physical person who exists and makes decisions, should simply be finishing things off faster. Right. Joey able to take some momentum here in this round. It sounds very simple to say, you know, X player was winning because they were winning, you know, neutral, but there have been sets we've seen at this, you know, in this scene where one person is winning most of the neutral interactions, but also losing just because of the reward they're getting. It was just Marnie on offense, though. It was the Marnie show the last 2 rounds. So that early aggression, a good sign from Joe Yeet, but the drive impact there that got punished. Has Bison gotten nerfed, or is Scissor Kick still busted? I don't know of any nerfs. But I'm not super up on any recent balance patches. As far as I know, Scissor Kick is still heavy down. Is still quite strong. You do have to block there. Joe Yeet not able to open Marnie up though, and Marnie's able to get back out of the corner. Getting back into neutral, finding some life here. Gets jabbed out of her own pressure. OD, DP, and Marnie is just staying at that bubble of getting, like, you know, pressured and being put in a disadvantage. Just long enough to fish for a big punish to get into, to guarantee her own pressure. In fact. I think this is the first time that I've seen, because usually like that, listen, okay, Mr. Yeet, Joseph Yeet himself, was left off at the end of that level 3 at the amount of health that is Street Fighter 6 for this level 3 will kill. And I think that's the first time I've seen just you're organically at 1 health at the end of the super. It's not being like, because the last hit's gonna kill. We have something universe on the screen. Yeah, we do have modern on the screen, so we can't be too mad about scissor kicks. You got to pick your battles. You got to pick your battles here. Signs of life from Joe Yeet. Joe Yeet not only takes a round, but a perfect off of Marnie, ending Marnie's round win streak. But she is just the defense from Marnie. Really, at the end of the day, a lot of the time what's happening here is Marnie able to hang on and keep, you know, take the air out of Joe's tires just enough. You know, take the wind out of his sails just enough to keep him from getting very much, to make him gamble something. A lot of the time it's by doing DI specifically. And then blowing him up in return. The defensive fundamentals coming out of Marnie here, I think, are really kind of the story of these last couple of games. Who's the worst character to play against on Modern? That is a good question. To play against on Modern, it sucks. I believe that. I feel like a character who has like some very abusable tools if you're able to do them quickly, which Ed has, right? He has a lot of buttons that cover specific spaces, but they cover them very well. So the more you're able to do them like on reaction, the more cancerous you are to fight. Ed definitely embodies that a lot. Sucks to fight against all the time. This is true. This is true. Yeah. But the closer to, you know, you get an Ed to having to predict you, you know, or any zoner, or like space control character, Footsie's character, to having to predict you, I think that not only helps a lot with the matchup, but also alleviates a lot of what people often find frustrating about those matchups. If a zoner can just sit there and wait for you to do something and then punch you out of the air, because they don't have to do a command input, they just press the direction of the button. Yeah. But it also depends on if you're getting over that bubble via the lack of the quarter circle. Or what I assume is a quarter circle. I've never played that. He doesn't give charge character. I'm sure I could find an example of him stepping forward and using his punch, to be fair. All right, Joe Yeet able to take that game, inserting some Yeet family momentum into this set, and at very least preventing the Marnie 3-0. At bare minimum, preventing the Marnie 3-0. You see no Mango Copter and no Ichi in this bracket? Man. Alright, now Marnie burnt out, but again, finding those outs. You know, whether it's I'm going to punish your DI with my DI. Do you still charge Guile's moves on Modern? I believe so. I've never actually learned a character on Modern, but when I play, I generally play Blanca. I looked up Blanca on Modern a little bit, and if I remember correctly, the charge moves are still charge moves. Imagine his anti-airs are amazing. Yeah, that would be the thing. Yeah, you still need some charges, just not quarter circles. Yeah. Ed, who, you know, has less time between identifying what you're doing and reacting to it, does seem particularly difficult to deal with. It's probably zoners in general. I'm sure Dulcim, who I keep calling Zenyatta for some reason. I'm sure Dulcim would also be annoying to fight on Modern, but I don't know what Dulcim loses for going from Classic to Modern, so that's also relevant, right? Because if they lose something important to their kit, then they're going to be less annoying to fight, but also less fun to play. I really think if you're looking for something to prioritize here, and you're Joseph Yeet, you're Jobadiah Yeet, it's look at the ways that Marnie is, go back through the not the script. It's not a script. It's not written through the film, what have you. The recording, Jesus Christ. Go back through the replay and find the places where Marnie, like this, where Marnie is abusing your approaches and figure out how to answer that. Because I think that is the thing she got the most mileage out of in this set. But Marnie takes it.